You ready?
Yes. Oh shit, no, not a video. Go ahead. Yeah, turn it on. On the switch on the side. Did the blue light flash? Hey there, this is Jean Roman with For Dragonflies and Me. I am super excited to be here today to show you how I make my ultimate nachos. You know, Super Bowl is coming up in a couple more weekends, and this is a great dish to make for your guests. Super easy. My boys actually like to do their own individual personal nachos, so I actually buy those metal little tin pans and let them create their own. But what I want to do today is just show you real quick how I put together my nachos. Obviously, whatever ingredients you like, you can use, but I like to use the taco flavored shredded cheese. And this is actually 1 pound of lean ground beef and 1 pound of ground chicken, which is all white meat, all breast. Then we got our white queso, our orange queso, some Roma tomatoes, less seedy, and then some black and green olives, red onion, avocado, some fresh cilantro. Oh, when you sprinkle it over, so good. So my boys generally like the quesos, where I like the shredded cheese. And I was kind of failed today because Dave likes shredded chicken. And if I had been thinking about it, I would have actually made a chicken breast, shredded it, and sauteed it with a little bit of taco seasoning. But he'll forgive me. But my number one thing on my nachos is right there. The jalapenos. I love jalapenos, fresh jalapenos. You can buy canned ones too, but the fresh is so much better. So I also like to do a mix of chips. So I have the organic blue tortillas and the organic white ones, kind of like a yellow corn. So what I do is I like to first take my my chips and put them in the baking dish. And then what I'm going to do is, because I forgot some spoons, I'm going to get some spoons for the cheese and a few of the other ingredients. So I will take some of the meat. And again, you know, it's not something that you can really measure out. So I just like to put some on there, and I'm going to put probably on this size dish. This is a 6 by 9, or I'm sorry, 6 by 12 dish. And so I'd say I'm probably putting on about a good cup of meat. And then what I add next is the cheese. And again, I'm going to liberally add cheese. Like I always say, my family loves cheese. So here we go. I'm going to put that on there. And I actually kind of like move the chips around, so the meat and the cheese goes in between. Nothing bugs me more, and I'm sure you can attest to this if you've eaten nachos out at a restaurant, is everything's on top. And then all the chips on the bottom kind of like don't get anything. So the easy fix for that is just move your chips around a little bit while the meat falls in, and then you'll have meat and cheese in every bite. So the next thing I like to add on is my tomatoes. And I'm gonna put some of those, scatter them on. And I'd say probably about a 1/4 cup. And then I'm gonna take some red onions, super yum. And again, spread those on. I love red onions. So there's that. And then the next thing I'm going to add on is my jalapeno poppers, my jalapenos slice. You can take the seeds out. You don't have to. And I'm going to liberally put on jalapenos. The other thing I like to add on to my nachos, once they come out of the oven, once I bake them, is some avocado. I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of fresh cut cilantro, which is really good. It adds that, you know, Mexican spice. So now I have a preheated oven at 350 degrees, and I'm going to put this beautiful nachos, ultimate nachos, in my oven for about 15 to 20 minutes and let all that cheese. But speaking of cheese, I am going to add a little bit more just to make sure that everything sticks, because again, one thing that I don't like when I'm eating nachos out is when everything just falls apart. So with adding that cheese and kind of giving it a little shake, you're going to get everything together so you can get a bite. And then we're going to serve this with some cheese and some sour cream as well. And so keep posted and wait till you see what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, babe, where's the button, the off button here? Okay. Where the